The Kim family, a poor, struggling family living in a semi-basement apartment, scrapes by on low-paying jobs and can barely make ends meet. Their lives change when the son, Kai-woo, is offered a unique opportunity. A friend recommends him as an English tutor for Da-hai, the daughter of the wealthy Park family. Armed with forged credentials and a newly polished charm, Kai-woo enters the lavish home of the Parks, a family unaware of the Kim family's financial struggles. Once inside, Kai-woo realizes the Park family's obliviousness and decides to capitalize on their naivete. He devises a plan to bring each of his family members into the Park household, posing as skilled professionals while hiding their true identities and relationships. His sister, Kai-young, becomes an art therapist for the Park's young son, Da-song. His father, Kai-tik, becomes their driver. And finally, his mother, Chung-suk, replaces the family's longtime housekeeper, Moon-gwang. The Kims slowly infiltrate the household, each playing their part to perfection and taking advantage of the Park's trust. Conflict begins to brew when the Kims grow comfortable with their newfound roles. They revel in the luxuries they can't afford, spending an evening in the Park home while the family is away. However, their scheme is disrupted when Moon-gwang, the ousted housekeeper, returns unexpectedly. She reveals a shocking secret. She has been hiding her husband in a hidden basement bunker for years, keeping him alive in secret. This revelation shifts the Kim's world and threatens to expose their scheme. In a tense confrontation, the two families clash, each trying to protect their own secrets and lives. The Kims eventually overpower Moon-gwang and her husband, forcing them back into the bunker and believing they've secured their positions. Tensions escalate when the Parks return unexpectedly, forcing the Kims into hiding to avoid discovery. The situation deteriorates as the Kims try to maintain their facade while living in constant fear of exposure. Meanwhile, resentment builds as the Kims witness the Park's obliviousness to the harsh realities faced by those beneath them, stirring questions of class division and privilege. The climax erupts during a garden party hosted by the Parks, where tensions boil over in a tragic, violent confrontation. Moon-gwang's husband escapes the bunker, consumed by grief and vengeance, and causes chaos at the party. In the midst of the horror, Kai-tik, overwhelmed by anger and bitterness, snaps and murders Mr. Park in an impulsive, explosive act. He then flees, disappearing into the very bunker meant to imprison others. The story concludes with Kai-woo and his mother returning to their old, impoverished life, while Kai-tik remains hidden in the bunker beneath the Park house, now occupied by a new family. Kai-woo dreams of one day earning enough money to buy the house and reunite with his father, but it's a vision built on a distant, perhaps unreachable hope. Parasite is a darkly comedic and tragic exploration of class struggle, ambition, and the invisible walls that divide society. It leaves the audience questioning the cost of survival in a world defined by economic disparity, where sometimes the greatest divides are hidden in plain sight.